Welcome to Learn Commerce PU online classes. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Hello students, welcome to second PUC accountancy online classes. Students, in the previous class we have solved problem, that is problem of 1, right? Yes. Now let us move on to next problem, that is problem number 2 of your question bank. Problem number 2 of your question bank, that is page number. I will tell you the page number. Page number yes, 125. 125. Let me read out the problem, then we will analyze and we will solve the problem. Okay? Yes. Of course. The following is the summarized profit and loss account for the year ended 31st March 2018 and balance sheet as on that date. Right? Our trading and profit and loss account is given. That is T form profit and loss account and balance sheets are given. We have to take the figures as whatever is required for us to solve the problem, right? Yes. Opening stock, purchases, gross profit is given, sales, closing stock, then administrative expenses, selling expenses, interest, net profit, then gross profit breakdown is also given. Then they gave balance sheet, capital, profit and loss account, both are shareholders fund. Then creditors, bills payable, current liability, land and building, plant and machinery, both are fixed assets, right? Furniture, fixed asset, stock, sundry debtors, bills receivable, cash in hand, all these are that is current assets. Current assets. Now let us take up what is asked in the problem. You are required to calculate stock turnover ratio, trade receivable turnover ratio, trade payable turnover ratio, gross profit ratio, operating ratio and net profit ratio. These are the ratios that are asked in the problem. Am I correct? Yes. So first we will take up is stock turnover ratio. Let us calculate. Calculation of stock turnover ratio, problem number 2, right? Calculation of stock turnover ratio. Stock turnover ratio, or the other name is inventory turnover ratio. Remember, inventory turnover ratio. That is stock turnover ratio or inventory turnover ratio, right? Yes. Let us check, isn't it? What is the formula for that? Stock turnover ratio is cost of revenue from operations divided by average inventory. Formula is stock turnover ratio is equal to cost of goods sold, yes, cost of revenue from operations or cost of goods sold, both are one and the same. Cost of revenue from operations, revenue from operations divided by average inventory. average inventory. Average inventory means opening inventory plus closing inventory divided by 2. You know it very well. We have already solved one problem on that, right? Yes. So here we have to take what are the figures that are required. Cost of revenue from operations. Check in the problem whether it is given in the problem. Cost of revenue from operations. Right here, cost of revenue from operations is equal to sales or revenue from operations. Revenue from operations minus gross profit. Gross profit, right? Yes. Cost of revenue from operation divided by average inventory. So here STOR is equal to, let us calculate this, that is sales minus gross profit is 50,000, right? 50,000. Is it? No, that is not. Sales is 2 lakh, gross profit is 50,000, correct? Yes. 2 lakh is equal to 2 lakh minus 50,000 is equal to 1,50,000. 1,50,000, isn't it? So we got cost of revenue from operations here. So cost of revenue from operations 1,50,000. Opening and closing inventories are not separately given. So yeah, it is given. So let us calculate here. Average inventory is equal to opening inventory plus closing inventory divided by 2 is equal to average inventory, opening and closing are given, right? 65 plus 15. 65 plus 15 divided by 2 is equal to 80,000. 80,000, is that correct? Yes, 80,000 divided by 2 is equal to rupees 40,000. This is average inventory. Now substitute figures in your solution. 1,50,000 divided by 40,000, correct? 40,000 is equal to, therefore STOR, stock turnover ratio, is equal to how much? 3.75. 3.75. Yes, it is. Times, as it is turnover, so it is 3.75 times. Okay? Yes. Now, this is first one. Now, second ratio we have to calculate. They asked which is that. They told us to calculate trade receivable turnover ratio. Trade receivable turnover ratio. Trade receivable turnover ratio. Yes. Trade receivable turnover ratio is equal to write the formula. Trade receivable turnover ratio, net credit revenue from operation divided by average trade receivables. Net credit revenue from operations divided by average trade receivables, correct? Yes, it is average trade receivables. Average trade receivables is equal to net credit revenue from operations. How much? It is not mentioned how much is the credit sales, isn't it? Revenue from operations means sales. So credit and cash separately are not given. That means the entire sales shown is credit only. I told you in my previous class, isn't it? So if nothing is mentioned, you have to treat the entire revenue from operations as credit. Clear? Net credit means sales minus returns. That's all. There are no returns here. So 1 lakh, isn't it? 1 lakh is the, is it 1 lakh or 2 lakh? It's 2 lakh, right? Yes, 2 lakh by sales. 2 lakh divided by average trade receivables. Whether the debtors and bills receivable, trade receivable means debtors plus bills receivable. Whether opening and closing are given? No, only one figure is given. So just add it, don't divide it by 2. If opening and closing debtors and bills receivables are given, add all the 4, opening debtors and bills receivable and closing debtors and bills receivable, and divide it by 2, you will get the average trade receivables, right? So what you have to do here is, you have to simply add those 2 figures and just write it as it itself is the average, right? So debtors and sundry debtors and bills receivable. Yes, second problem, sundry debtors and bills receivable 15 and 12. 15 and 12 plus 12, isn't it, is equal to 2 lakh divided by 27,000. Right here if you want, within bracket, average trade receivables, is equal to, average trade receivables is equal to opening debtors plus bills receivable plus closing debtors plus bills receivable divided by 2. Okay, you should know the formula, that's all. So here 2 lakh divided by 27,000, 27,500 I think, that is debtors how much, 15, and bills receivable 12,500, not 12,000, it is 12,500. So 27,500 divided, you will get 7.27, that is 7.27 times, 7.27 times. This is what you have to do. Clear? Yes. Now let us move on to the third one. Which ratio they asked us? That is trade payable turnover ratio. That is point C. Third one, trade payable turnover ratio. Under that, trade payable turnover ratio, isn't it? Write the formula. Trade payable turnover ratio is equal to net credit purchases divided by average trade payables. Trade payable turnover ratio is equal to net credit purchases divided by average trade payables. Average trade payables. Payables. Yes, is equal to net credit purchases. How much it is? Refer trading account. Only purchases are given, cash or credit, nothing is mentioned. We have to assume the entire purchases were made on credit basis. So 1 lakh divided by average trade payables. I already told you, it's like this only. Average trade payables is equal to opening creditors plus bills receivable plus closing creditors plus bills receivable divided by 2. If opening and closing balances are not separately given, then whatever is given, take it as the average. Don't divide it by 2. That is what you have to do. Clear? Yes. Now, here creditors plus bills payable. Creditors plus bills payable is equal to what? Trade payables. Now substitute here. Average trade payables, how much? 40,000, right? 1 lakh, sorry, creditors and bills payable, 25 plus 15, 25 plus 15, 40,000, isn't it? So what is the turnover? 2.5 times, isn't it? 2.5 times. So this is the answer. This is the answer. Now let us move on. They told us to calculate which ratio then? That is gross profit ratio. Fourth one, they asked us to calculate gross profit ratio. Let us calculate. Very simple formula. Gross profit, point D or fourth, gross profit ratio is equal to GPR. GPR is equal to gross profit divided by net revenue from operations into 100. Net revenue from operations, gross profit divided by sales into 100, isn't it? Or gross profit divided by net revenue from operations into 100. Into 100. Calculate now. GPR is equal to gross profit. How much it is? Gross profit 50,000 divided by 2 lakh into 100. 50,000 divided by 2 lakh into 100 is equal to 50%. Am I correct? 50%. Therefore, GPR is equal to, remember friends, you have to write the answer in one line at the end. You have to write clearly the answer at the end. However, you got the answer, whatever it is, but still you have to write the final answer, for which you will get 1 mark. Otherwise, you will lose 1 mark, remember. Then, operating ratio was asked, right? Operating ratio, let us calculate. Point E, operating ratio. That is OR. OR is equal to, write the formula. OR is equal to cost of revenue from operations plus operating expenses divided by net revenue from operations. Cost of revenue from operations. Revenue from operations plus operating expenses divided by net revenue from operations into 100, right? Into 100. Remember friends, whenever you multiply it by 100, then you have to represent the answer in the form of percentage. See here, gross profit, you have multiplied by 100, so you are representing in that is a percentage, not like a 50:1. No, don't write like that. You are representing the percentage, right? Into 100. Now, cost of revenue from operations, that is sales minus gross profit, is called cost of revenue from operations, right? Yes. Sales figure is given, am I correct? Then gross profit is given, 2 lakh minus 50,000, so it will be 1,50,000. Right here, that is cost of revenue from operations. Revenue from operations is equal to revenue from operations. Revenue from operations minus gross profit. Minus gross profit. Revenue from operations means what? Revenue from operations means sales. Very simple. Don't get confused. Okay? Yes. Then operating expenses. Operating expenses. That is not manufacturing expenses. So it will come in the, that is profit and loss account, not in trading account. Right? So it will be selling expenses, distribution expenses, then other expenses like administrative expenses, correct? Administrative expenses. So operating expenses right here is equal to administrative expenses and selling expenses. Administrative expenses plus selling expenses. Administrative expenses and selling expenses. Of course 15 and 12, right? So right here OR is equal to cost of revenue from operations, how much it is? That is 2 lakh minus 50,000, right? 2 lakh minus 50,000 plus operating expenses, how much? That is selling and administrative expenses, right? 15 and 12. 15 and 12. 12, isn't it? Divided by net revenue from operations, divided by Net revenue from operations, that is how much? Yes, it is net revenue from operations, that is 2 lakh, that is sales. Net revenue from operations means net sales in the sense sales minus returns, sales returns, right? That is what we have to write here. So 2 lakh, there are no returns, so entire revenue from operations should be treated as sales. 2 lakh divided by 2 lakh, so it will be 88.5%. Simplify it, you will get 88.5%. This is operating ratio. Now moving on to the last one, that is net profit ratio, right? I will take up here. Net profit ratio, very simple. Net profit is the sixth one, right? F. Net profit ratio, that is NPR. NPR is equal to net profit divided by net revenue from operations. Net revenue from operations into 100 into 100. Very simple. Net profit is given in the problem. Just refer 20,000. NPR is equal to 20,000 divided by net revenue from operations, that is sales, 2 lakh, isn't it? 2 lakh into 100. Therefore, NPR is equal to how much? That is it 20%? No, 10%, sorry, 10% it is, 10%. So, this is the net profit ratio. Very simple, friends. Net revenue from operations means, that is revenue from operations means sales, you know it very well. Sales minus returns, that is called net sales. Net sales in the sense net revenue from operations. Very, very simple. Don't get confused. So, this is how you have to solve a problem. I will give assignment now. Solve the same problem. And submit assignment on time. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.